When Peter Parker snuck onto the Q ship after Doctor Strange gets captured, we see a short interaction between Tony and Peter, and notice the reaction the clock of levitation was giving. And as soon as Tony says this,
"What stuff?
I know what you're gonna say.
You should not be here."
I was gonna go home.
Cloak drifts to Tony's side and looks at Peter disapprovingly, and when Tony says that,
I was gonna go home.
I don't want to hear
But
it.
it was such a long way down, and I just thought about shooting.
And now I gotta hear it.
Kind of stuck to the side of the ship.
And now I gotta hear it.
Kind of stuck to the side of the ship.
Cloak looks back and forth between the two and shaking its head in disbelief. They really put so much effort into making this amazing piece of cloth.
If anything, it's kind of your fault that I'm here.
What did you just say?
I take that back.
Number 2. Doctor Strange was able to almost stop Thanos and successfully defended 4 powerful Infinity Stones. But then how was he defeated by Ebony Maw so easily? So there is a reason behind it. When Strange used the Time Stone to trap Dormammu in a time loop, we only saw a few loops, but he actually spent a significant amount of time in the loop. And during this time he learned a lot about the stone and its power. Similarly, when Strange sits down and actually looks at 14,605 alternate outcomes, that looks like it only took a minute or two, but in reality it would have taken him years to deeply examine each 14 million possibilities. And in those years he would have learned a ton of new powers that we never saw before, and if Thanos fought without the gauntlet, then Strange would have easily won the fight. Number 3. How did Thanos get the idea to collect the Infinity Stones? So when Thanos tells Gamora about her home planet and her people,
"Your planet was on the brink of collapse. I'm the one who stopped that. Do you know what's happened since then? The children born have known nothing but full bellies and clear skies. It's a paradise."
I think everything that he told to Gamora was just a lie, because Gamora's profile reveals that she was the last survivor of the Zehoberei people, which means Thanos lied to Gamora about her people, and I think he was trying to convince himself that whatever he did was the right thing, but it looks like that killing people didn't really work out, which may be one of the reasons why Thanos eventually decided to go after the Infinity Stones. Number 4. Gamora was not the first person to get sacrificed, so when Thanos throws Gamora off the hill to retrieve the Soul Stone, if you pay close attention then we can see some bloodstains on the ground next to Gamora. Maybe someone tried to get the Soul Stone in the past, but their sacrifices were not enough, and we even saw those same bloodstains when Black Widow sacrificed herself. Number 5. There is a reason why Thor was able to take the full force of a dying star, so when Odin died in Thor Ragnarok, the Odin force passed from him to his eldest, Hela, and I think that's why Hela was able to stop Mjolnir with her hand and crush it. But after Thor leaves Asgard and Hela was destroyed by Surtur, the Odin force transfers to Thor, and after we saw that Thor able to take the energy of a star, and even faced immense energy of the Power Stone, which is literally the most powerful thing in the universe, and he was able to do all this because the Odin force resides within him, and he was totally unaware of it. Number 6. When Tony gets on the Q ship in Infinity War, and was about to leave the Earth, he gets a phone call from Pepper, and if you hear carefully the music playing in the background.
Tell me you're not on that ship.
Yeah.
God, no, please tell me you're not
Honey,
on the ship.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to
Come
say.
back
I
here,
should.
Tony, I swear to God,
Pep.
come back.
It's the same music that plays after Captain gets a phone call from Peggy while his ship was about to crash in the first Avenger.
Howard on the line, he'll know what to do.
There's not enough time. This thing's moving too fast and it's heading for New York.